Hello and welcome to the Northern Regional Capital of Tamale, where in some 24 hours from now, the Extraordinary Congress to elect a president of the Ghana Football Association will take place here in Tamale. My name is Juliet Bewa, and I'll be doing this as usual with my colleague on the sports desk, Nana Kojo Afra, who is here with me. And unfortunately, today happens to be his birthday as well, and he's in Tamale. Nana.
Well, when the passion for the job takes you wherever you have to go, definitely, even on such a day, you have to be there. Welcome, viewers, to Tamale, and we are ably supported by an amazing production team here in Tamale and back in Accra to ensure that we bring our viewers an exclusive coverage of the Ghana Football Association 2015 Congress and presidential election.
Right, so we are currently standing here at the Abedi Pele runabout here in Tamale, which is a living statement of how crucial football is to this part of the country. And well, in the build-up to this GFA Extraordinary Congress here in Tamale, a lot of things has happened. Nana, fill us in.
Well, the Ghana Football Association came under a lot of pressure after the 2014 World Cup in Brazil, but then they won the sympathy of a lot of Ghanaians when they got to the final of the 2015 Nations Cup in Equatorial Guinea. That notwithstanding, the Jamafair Commission recommendations that were made has also brought the GFA under a lot of pressure. And one thing that happened in the build-up to this election is that Emmanuel Kwesin took the Ghana Football Association to court trying to place an injunction on it, but that was actually, put away by the court, saying that he had no locus to do that. And that is why we are here today in Tamale, to see the GFA Congress go on and then have the president elected. What many believe that is an endorsement of GFA President Kwesi Nyantakyi. The Executive Committee of the Football Association will have a meeting this evening, and then Congress will take place tomorrow.
Right, thank you very much, Nana Kojo Afre, my colleague here. In the next 2 days, we will focus heavily on the Ghana Football Association, the governing body which runs our football here in the country. And we're focusing on them. We are putting the FA in the spotlight this morning. So as we build up to the third GFA elections in 10 years, we take a critical look at the governing body since the introduction of the electoral process to elect the FA balls. And this is the FA in focus by Bright Ofosu Labi.
The impending elections is expected to see the incumbent president, Mr. Kwesi Nyantakyi, retained. Many, however, criticize Nyantakyi for what they call non-commitment to local football, particularly the country's league and youth development. Some argue the ongoing league is way behind schedule due to protracted legal battle between the association and one of its members, King Faisal. Spectatorship has been poor at many league venues, mainly due to the drop in quality of players. But the FA say they have gained major grounds in its approach to improving the league to ensure smooth transition of clubs into and from the Premier Division. The Division 1 league has been broken into 16 teams in 3 zones. The winner of each zone qualifies directly into the Premier Division without the need for middle and super middle leagues. As such, qualified teams have enough time to make necessary adjustments for the rigors of the Premier League, which in turn improves competition. To further strengthen the financial base of clubs, the GFA has brought in sponsorship deals. Prior to the 2013-2014 season, the First Capital Plus Bank sealed a 5-year sponsorship package worth $10 million with the GFA to headline the league. Sponsorship has trickled down to the second tier with GN Bank sponsorship deal as headliners of the Division 1 league. In March this year, the GFA president headlined a mediation group including FIFA's head of member associations, Primo Cavaro, to broker a truce with Kenyan Football Federation, FKF, and Kenyan Premier League, KPL. Lastly, the GFA has wholly lifted the image of Ghana football by being a standard bearer in football administration on the continent. The FA boss has received international recognition for their major work in developing football on the continent.
As we build up to the reign for another 4-year term, and Kwesi Nyantakyi as FA boss, even endorsed by the over 100 delegates expected to vote in Tamale, TV3 Sport looks at the state of football development in a region which will host the Ghana Football Association Congress. At the Caladan Stadium, which was the main stadium for league matches prior to the construction of the new Tamale Stadium for CAN 2008, Colts and Division 1 clubs were in full swing of training session. A coach of United Babies, Mumuni Malik, told TV3 Sport that the region has potential players and there's the need to groom them to feature for top clubs in the country as well as the national team, the Black Stars. He based his argument on the fact that the likes of Mubarak Wakasu, Rahim Ayu, Abu Imoro, Abdul Majid Waris and Baba Abdul Rahman are all players from the Colts level in the region.
For Brother FC,
I train young footballers from the under 12 to first division. Look at the conditions we train in. But this region has produced very good players for Ghana football. The northern region deserves a good share of the FIFA Goal project to improve our training facilities.
At the Tamale Sports Stadium, a young player, Emmanuel Wilson, was doing his workups and told the sports team, although he is from Kumasi, he is in the region to find a suitable team that can propel him to play for the Black Stars and the international level.
I'm from Kumasi, I play Tamale All Stars.
So why are you training?
I'm training about my career.
What do you want to be in future?
I just want to be a footballer, a big star.
To what level?
To national level.
Only national?
And foreign.
Which club is it? Who do you like?
Well, first of all, in Ghana, House of Folk and Kotoko. I like all of them, so anyone who will come first, I'll prefer it.
So outside Ghana, which one?
Okay, Manchester or Arsenal.
Real Tamale United championed football at the dreaded Caladan Park, but in the last decade, the team has found things difficult maintaining their Premier League status. At their training session, the players were busy at training with the hope that they will qualify for the Premier League next season after suffering relegation last term. The coach of RTU, Mumuni Gamel, attributed the problems of the club to lack of financial support to recruit players.
The northern region in general too, we have talented players which we can mold up to help the nation. And I think in this cooperation from the regional, the GFA, to make sure that they bring funds so that we the coaches here will capitalize on it and try to bring the boys together. We have boys at the remote area who are good, but how to get them is hard. If we can get nearer them, I think we can bring them together.
Gamel, who was the former coach of the Black Princesses and the Black Queens, revealed if RTU qualifies to the Premier League, the club intends to play friendly matches in some districts in the region with the aim of recruiting players to strengthen the team.
We started RTU and now become coaches. I think we are still here. And at our situation, we are trying to make sure that we go back to the Premier. So this is the reason why we are serious getting to want to put things together so we'll get there. We need support from northern brothers outside Tamale, especially those in Accra, Kumasi, who have RTU in heart to make sure that they support us. That has been the problem. The boys are trying, but financial background is poor. And this is what we are looking at.
Assistant coach of the club, Hamza Mohammed, a former player of RTU from 1993 to 2004, said the club is poised to win their remaining matches to join the Premier League this year.
RTU have developed a lot of players. On top of Abedi Pele, the Mohamed Gagos, Abu Imorus, Mohamed Chos, Kwame Dinges, Ahmed Daoud and the likes. Football have come of age to RTU, and now that we are at the helm of our affairs, trying to cope up and work with the Division 1 league clubs, and then we have the opportunity to qualify and come back to the Premier League. I think the destiny is now in our hands.
At Zogbele Junior High School, the sports team interacted with a United States-based student footballer, Baki Bawa, who said that he was spotted by some people during training and was awarded scholarship to study at the Gettysburg College. He was of the view that with improved infrastructure in the country, a lot of football talent will be unearthed.
I started here in Liberty. I got a chance to go right to Dream Academy in Akosombo, which is one of the biggest academies in Ghana and in the world. It's the same academy Waris, Razak, a lot of the guys played before they went to the Black Stars. So after Right to Dream, I got a scholarship to study in the US. So I went to Newday school for 4 years, and after Newday, I went to Gettysburg College. There are little opportunities for people to develop and stuff like that. So I think if we have the equipment and the infrastructure and everything like that, I think people will get the opportunities to go to the highest level.
With the big wigs of the football industry coming to town, maybe this will be the right platform for the regional FA chairman, Alhaji Adam Munkaila, to get critical issues hampering the development of football in the region addressed.
Road here in one of the hearts of Tamale here at the Abedi Pele runabout, and you saw that the region has contributed a number of players to the development of football, but it is not reflected in the development of the infrastructure and avenues to exploit the talent available here in the region, Anna.
And Real Tamale United championed that cause for a very long time, but they have struggled because there is the lack of funds to continue to nurture the talents that are available. And the Claddon Park has been deserted by a lot of people too as well because of the infrastructure that was built for the CAN 2008, that is the Tamale Sports Stadium. So what they are calling for and what they are looking for is that there should be enough support for them to continue to nurture the talents that are here.
Right, but on the high moment here in the region, the Abedi Pele, you see here in the background reflect a region that has created and celebrated stars across Africa and in the world. My colleague, again, Anako Joffre here, tells us about the Northern Pride.
The biggest global icon of football from the north is three-time African Player of the Year, Abedi Pele. Abedi started his club career at Real Tamale United, which resulted in his call-up to the Black Stars in 1982 when the team won its last African Nations Cup till date. Abedi is a UEFA Champions League winner in 1993, European Cup finalist medal in 1990, including 3 French Ligue 1 titles. He featured prominently for the national team and reached the 1992 final, but missed out in the final game. Real Tamale United continued their production line of football stars when Mohamed Gago shot into fame in 1992 when Ghana won bronze in the Olympic Games in Barcelona. This led to a short stint with Torino, Dortmund, Bayern Munich and Stoke City, but his talent was fully nurtured at Udinese, where he starred from 1995 to 2004. He played 20 games for the Black Stars, scoring 4 in the process. The older generation of players from the northern region include Malik Jaber, who was a member of the 1968 and 1972 Olympics team. But his club football with Kumasi Asante Kotoko is what made him an icon on the local scene. He managed Ghana briefly in 2003 and Kotoko in 2005 and 2006. Asfa Yenega of Burkina Faso and Kano Pillars of Nigeria as technical advisor. Currently, he is the coach of the Black Meteors. Ibrahim Sande is the president of the Retired Footballers Association of Ghana. His playing career flourished with Kotoko, where he began his football career and won the African Cup Championship with them in 1970, now called the CAF Champions League. His playing career with the Black Stars saw him play in 2 Africa Cup of Nations final, but lost all in the process. However, he was named the African Footballer of the Year in 1975. He also featured in the 1972 Olympics in Munich, Germany. Abdul Razak was a household name in Ghana during the 1970s and 80s with local giant Kumasi Asante Kotoko, popularly called the Golden Boy. Razak played for the Ghana national team, helping it to win the 1978 Africa Cup of Nations. He was named African Footballer of the Year later that year. He also played for clubs outside Ghana such as New York Cosmos in USA, Al Ain FC, Arab Contractors and Africa Sports. Not only did he distinguish himself as a footballer, his coaching credentials speaks highly of him.
Watching Newday Sports here live from Tamale, the northern regional capital, here from the Abedi Pele runabout, and we promised you nothing the best from the extensive coverage for the Ghana Football Association Extraordinary Congress here, and we are going to be speaking to the technical director of the Ghana Football Association, and also he also works for CAF as well as FIFA. But the good news yesterday was Baba Abdul Rahman, he was signed to Chelsea, and TV3 here, we can confirm to you that he will be signing a 6-year deal with Chelsea very soon. But remember, Baba Rahman, he started from here in Tamale right to Dreams FC, to Kumasi Asante Kotoko, to Great Effort before he ended up Osberg, and now he's going to make it big at Chelsea. But one man who also played a very key role in discovering Baba Rahman here is Coach Oti Akenton. Coach, thank you so much for joining me here.
Yeah, thank you.
Right, Coach. Remember the FA's 5-year development plan that they set up, and you have been on the forefront of this 5-year development plan. And here in Tamale, you discovered Baba Rahman. I'm sure the news about him joining Chelsea excites you.
Definitely, it excites me a lot. And I feel so proud being part and parcel of Baba Rahman's career. It was here that in one of our programs, that the laying of the junior structures, that Baba Rahman was discovered. So I feel excited that at least myself, the FA, Mr. Ben Kofi, Didi Dramani, and so on and so forth are all part and parcel of Baba Rahman's career to this point.
But how well do you think he can do at Chelsea? Looking at his technical abilities, you have seen him play several times for the Black Stars as well as in the German Bundesliga.
Yeah, Baba is a typical European player. You see him attacking from the left back position, from the defense, as a lateral. He attacks very well and he defends very well too. So I think this is the type that the Europeans mostly like. And I'm very sure Mourinho, being the kind of coach who always wants the best, might have watched him or have scouted him for a very long time and has now come to discover that yes, Baba Rahman will be able to play a very key role in his attempt to make sure that Chelsea also keeps to defending the championship in the league.
Okay, Coach, briefly, let's touch on the technical director plans for the Ghana Football Association, the 5-year development plan, and also the FA. They've come under a lot of criticism, and people are saying they are not seeing those, all the plans that you are making, its implementation.
Well, I think we've been doing a lot. The Ghana Football Association has been doing a lot. And
tell us about the lot that you're doing.
Yes, you saw me, I think recently you saw me being nominated or elected as from FIFA to go and talk on behalf of Africa, the whole of Africa. Because they have also been watching our programs and because they have also been following our programs, they have discovered that yes, we've been doing a lot. And if you look at our youth development program, we've been progressing from one stage to the other. And I think that has been one of the main causes. That is why Ghana is always chosen to lead Africa. Look at now we are talking about Baba Rahman. Look at where he came from. From this laying of the junior structures program. And remember there was a time that I was also invited together with Mr. Ben Kofi and Anthony Bafo to talk on behalf of Africa for our youth development program because of what they had seen us doing here. we went in there and we did it, and it was just similar to that of Europe and the Americas. So I think if time probably will not permit us, if time will permit us, we'll be able to lay down all these things, and if we are able to do that, you'll be able to know that yes, actually we've been doing a lot, except that probably we have not been making a lot of noise about it.
Well, then you have to start making a lot of noise about it. But Nyantechi's tenure in office, you have been there, you've seen the work that he has done. There's been a lot of backlash, just like I said, talking about alleged match fixing, also corruption in the Ghana Football Association. Your take about Nyantechi's tenure and he possibly getting another term in office?
Juliet, it is human nature. Definitely whatever I thought that you do, people will talk about you. But I think Kwesi has been very, very focused. And we will wish that he will continue to be focused like he has been. People have their own opinion. You can talk and talk and talk and talk, but at least you know that Kwesi has been doing well. And we are all praying that he continues with his administration to benefit Ghana a lot in our football development program.
Coach, thank you very much. I'm sure we'll be seeing a lot of you today and tomorrow when the Congress proper kicks off at the Nat Hall. So I've been speaking to Coach Oti Akenten, who is the technical director of the Ghana Football Association, as well as working with CAF and FIFA. So he knows all when it comes to the technical direction in our football. So we've been coming to you live here from Tamale, the northern regional capital, here at the Abedi Pele Runabout, where we've been bringing you that coverage of Newday sports here. But we are not taking leave of you. We'll be bringing you more updates in our subsequent bulletins, all the build-up to the Ghana Football Association's that is the extraordinary Congress that you are going to have here at Nat Hall. But that's our wrap-up here on Newday Sports. My name is Juliet Bewa. I've been doing this with my colleague Nana Kwejo Afre, and together with the production team here and also back home.